Every Grandmaster, coach, and engine tells you to start your game with 1.e4, but very few players actually understand why. If you play e4 just because you memorized it, but then play passive, defensive chess, you are completely wasting the advantage.
Today, we are conducting a complete audit of the e4 ecosystem to show you exactly why it dominates, why it feels easier to play, and why playing d4 might actually be holding you back. This isn't just about one move, it's a philosophy. So, let's get this audit started.
All right, first up on the agenda for our audit, pure, cold, hard geometry. See, you've got to understand something. Your first move, it's not just about plopping a pawn in the center. No, it's an investment in speed and raw power.
I want you to think about this like an investment, okay? Your return on investment. For the tiny cost of pushing one little pawn, what do you get back? Well, with 1e4, the return it's just massive. You're not just grabbing a bit of space, you are instantly waking up two of your heaviest hitters, setting the stage for a lightning-fast, aggressive attack. Right from the very first second, you're the one calling the shots.
And check this out. This comparison lays it all out perfectly. Look at 1e4. Bam! One move. Suddenly your light-squared bishop has this beautiful, open highway all the way down the board. And your queen, she's now unleashed on her own diagonal. That's two major lines of attack opened up instantly. Now, look over at 1d4. Yeah, okay, you open a path for one bishop, that's fine. But your queen, she's totally boxed in, stuck behind her own pawn. It's just slower. There's no other way to put it. So it all comes down to this one number, 2. That's the magic number. With one simple push of the e-pawn, you get two open lines for your major pieces, for the price of one move. I mean, in terms of pure efficiency, you can't beat that. It's the best deal on the board. A 2-for-1 special on piece activity.
Okay, so that's geometry. Now let's move on to concept number 2, because this is where it gets really interesting. Your first move, it does more than just wake up your pieces. It literally determines the entire character of the game. It decides if you're going to have a brawl in an open field or get stuck in a traffic jam.
And for you as a developing player, the open position, that's your playground. That's where you want to be. It's a place where your pieces have room to breathe, to stretch their legs, to attack and create all sorts of threats. The plans are super clear, right? Get your pieces out, look for tactics, and go hunting for their king. It's a tactical paradise, seriously.
And then, there's this, the closed position. Honestly, it's a total nightmare. It's this suffocating maze of pawns all locked up. Your pieces can't move, you have no idea what the plan is, and the game just turns into this slow, painful grind. If you're a player who just wants to, play chess and use your pieces, it is so easy to get completely lost in here.
So the big question is, how do we make sure we get those beautiful open games we love? The answer is 1e4. See, here's the key difference. The d-pawn, when it moves, is already defended by the queen, but the e-pawn, it steps out into the center completely undefended. It's like a challenge. It's practically screaming at your opponent, come on, attack me, trade with me. And you know what? That's exactly what we want.
This right here, this sums it all up. You're basically choosing between two completely different realities. On one side, you have the e4 world. It's a machine built to create open games. It invites trades, it tears open the center, and it creates what we call the tactical highway, a wide open road for your pieces to race down towards the enemy king. And the d4 reality, well, that often leads to a strategic traffic jam. Everyone's stuck, nobody can move, and the plans are slow and confusing. Come on, which would you rather have, the highway or the traffic jam? It's a no-brainer.
All right, this brings us to our third and final concept. And listen up because, in my opinion, this is the single most important part of the entire audit. This is the real secret, the reason every single coach worth their salt tells their students to play 1.e4. It's not just about winning the game you're playing right now, it's about turning you into a much stronger player in the long run.
I absolutely love this phrase, honest chess, because it is so true. Think about it. In these wide-open games that 1e4 creates, there is literally nowhere to hide. You can't get away with being lazy with your development. You can't just ignore your king's safety and hope for the best. The board itself, it holds you accountable for every single move.
So what does honest chess really mean for you, like in practical terms? Why does being forced to play this way actually make you a better player? Well, let's break down the exact skills it forces you to build.
Look, every time you play an e4 game, you're basically getting thrown right into the fire. And that's a good thing.
You are forced to calculate tactics because tactics are just popping up all over the board. You are forced to spot threats because your opponent is going to be throwing them at you from move 2. You learn what the initiative feels like, how to develop with a real purpose, and maybe most importantly, you learn how to defend a king that feels a little bit exposed. These aren't nice-to-haves, okay? These skills are the absolute bedrock of good chess. So here's the bottom line, and I really want you to listen to this. Are you going to lose some games quickly to some cheap traps or tactics? Yes, absolutely, it's going to happen. But you have to see that every single one of those losses is a powerful, powerful lesson. Your tactical vision, your ability to calculate, your entire chess brain is going to develop, literally, 10 times faster in the sharp open world of 1e4 than it ever could in those slow, boring, closed-off games.
Okay, the audit is officially complete, so let's put it all together. Let's synthesize everything we've talked about into a simple, clear blueprint that you can take with you into your very next game.
When you boil it all down, it's this simple. Number 1, geometry. You get the best possible value, activating 2 pieces for the price of 1. Number 2, clarity. You get open, tactical games where your plans are clear and direct. And number 3, development. It's the fastest way to forge yourself into a tactical monster. There's a reason it's the most popular move in the history of chess. It just works.
So I'm giving you a new mission. From now on, 1e4 is not just some move you play because a book told you to. No, it's a statement of intent. It is you seizing control of the board from the very first move, tearing open the center, and telling your opponent, we are playing my kind of game today.
So trust this blueprint, embrace the geometry, demand clarity, welcome the challenge. From this moment on, you stop reacting to what your opponent does. You make them react to you. You dictate the pace, you dictate the battle. Thanks for joining me on this audit. Make sure you subscribe because we've got another Penzance audit coming up soon.